the Hall of Fame. Big boxeo.
Y'all must have forgot.
Y'all must have forgot.
In the booties.
Attention. Friends came in at 1.
This is a mega.
It's a weekly wrap-up.
It's paydays.
Judge on the panel.
Very competitive.
Jan!
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yo, how you going? It's 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐿 repping nonetheless. And welcome to, yeah, it's an off cam, but we're in the building. Come box with Shan. Ding, 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 ding. We're in the building. All right, let me put this banner. Hope you guys have had a great evening or a great day for some of you because you are a few hours behind. Guys, I've had the flu, a bit poorly. So, today's, it's one of those days. So what I'll do is I'll bring you an on-cam show towards the end of the week. Let me put this banner. Let me just, she is I and I am her. Oh, let me get this. I hope my mic sounds nice. Does my mic sound nice? Chickity check 1, check 2. All right, let's get this. Let me edit this. And there you go. Whoa, I know. Imagine I got the flu straight after the fight. Couldn't do no post-fight breakdown, nothing. It's crazy. But I've been going back and forth with certain people in comments and all different people. After I started to feel a little bit better, like last couple days. Hang on. So Terence Crawford schools Canelo. He schools him, didn't he? Terence Crawford. Oh yeah, we do have a guest, but hopefully just make sure he's got his shit together. Hey chap, Terence Crawford, schools, Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez. Hang on, still typing. Thing. Okay, still typing because you can't see me typing. You're like, is she still typing? But yeah, the weekly wrap up show. The weekly wrap up, shiggity. Weekly wrap up show. There we go. We could put a little glove there, a little boxing glove there. There we go. Save and there we go. Kaboom. There we are. There we go. Right. I can see it. Is that you who's hang on. So let me see who's in the comments there. We have got hey Philly Barber Shop Talk. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hang on. Can we show on stage. Hey Philly Shop Barber Talk. Philly's Barber Shop Talk. Yeah, there you go. I had to get it in the right order. How you doing, sir? Kind words. And then we have oh yes, we have my guy also. Hey Hassan, we have Lady Shan. How you doing? All the better to see you, Hassan. All good. How are you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so this is on the phone it'd be a little different. Yeah. Yeah, hit the like. That's right. Hit the like. So me. I'm introducing 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 it's the former two-time heavyweight champion of the world. Till Witherspoon, and then we have King of Kickboxing. Ding, 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 ding. What up? Kaboom. Hey, champ. Sorry. Shit, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Shani's not on the cam. You know why I'm not on the cam. I did explain to you anyway, but so yeah, we know.
Putting
But
me on the cam.
we got you on the cam for just a little while. I'll give them a cam show for later on down the week, where I can show my face where I'm feeling like 100%. So yeah, nature gets you. Hey King, where you at, Eduardo? I can't hear him. King of King somewhere chilling. He was just on. Hey, anyway, Tim. What has been going on? Because man, some people gonna have to come and eat day crow. They have to come
I
and eat
like that
day crow.
about your show. You have all those little added things in there. I like that. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Remember, we don't come to play.
Listos para los chingazos. Listos para los chingazos.
That
Yeah.
was Mike.
No, that was Caleb Plant.
Yeah, and Tyson was over there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, that Mike. Yeah, Mike Tyson was there indeed. Yeah, on that he was on the stage. There we go. King, are you in?
My bad. That
Yeah,
was
there you go.
extremely rude.
Yeah, we was like, hello. This is King of King, Tim Witherspoon, terrible Tim. He's not
How
that
you doing,
terrible.
King?
How
He's
you
he's a
doing,
nice
champ? How you
guy.
doing?
He's a nice guy. He's not
Everything
he's,
good.
okay, yeah. Everything is Irie.
Got
What
my
up, Shania?
smoothie.
I can hear Shania in the back.
Shania, close your door.
Shania.
You too loud. She's an English girl.
I know.
I
I
can't
remember.
stand her. I can't stand her.
Because she's
Tottenham.
British.
Tottenham.
Tottenham. That's where they've got a fight there. We've got Conor Ben and got Chris Eubank and Conor Ben too happening at
Oh, right.
Tottenham.
Okay.
They had it. They had the first fight there. When
Now they're
was
gonna
the
fight
first
again.
fight?
They're gonna fight again.
Earlier on
They're
this
gonna
year.
fight again.
Yeah, they had that in April. Now
Okay.
they're fighting again in November. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Well, we'll see how that goes. Yes. So, how have you been, champ? Have you been catching up? What we're going to talk about the greatest boxer in the four belt era. It's in the building, and it's none other than it has to. It's Terence Bud Crawford, Tim.
Um, I came from a different era. I didn't see the things that we did in him. I seen you can't take nothing from him because he won. He did really good. But the
Right.
movement that he made, it's nothing like where the old good trainers teach you the good dot punch, you know, the shell and all that stuff. He won his way. And a lot of boxers in this era and the era, a little bit the era before, they don't have those skills that the guy like me, Sugar Ray Leonard. I didn't see Sugar Ray Leonard out there. I didn't see Tommy Hearns. I didn't see Benitez, but I seen a good boxer out there. I seen a good boxer. You know, a lot of people was upset by the way up, but I just didn't see it. I came from where they had the really good trainers. Nowadays, I hate to be saying these things. You don't see the fighter up there just blocking it with his hand like this, slipping and throwing punches. Very few boxers are and that's what's missing nowadays. You know,
So,
I
yeah,
was
go
taught
ahead.
both of them. I was taught both of them. He did a good job, but me was just a basic win, and he looked really aggressive, and the way he put his combos together was okay, but we were taught to put our combos together a little bit different.
Yeah. So you wasn't that impressed, is what I'm saying.
He was,
So
but
who did you have?
this generation was really
Who did you
impressed.
have? What was your prediction? That was who was going to win.
My
It's
prediction
interesting.
was that Canelo was going to come back in the later rounds. I didn't think that he was going to really do that much in the early rounds, but in the later rounds where you really need what you was learned and taught, these really good, strong things that you was taught and stuff, you would need them near the end because you get tired, fatigued. Bud Crawford didn't get tired at all.
No,
you
no,
know, so no, he didn't. He
no.
was in good shape and everything, and you can't take nothing from him. But it's just the things that I saw. He's a champ. He's a champ, and you just don't see Sugar Ray Leonard. You don't see Tommy Hearns or you even go to a lot of the way they moved. Just a basic like to me. I'm not. A lot of people's getting upset with me when I said that. A lot of people in this
Yeah,
era, but the people, there was
yeah.
some
That's why it's
people
good
in
to hear
my
it from your
era.
era.
There's
Yeah,
people in my era was saying, yeah, he's good, he's strong, and he's aggressive, but you
right.
just don't see the stuff you used to see back then.
Interesting. Yeah, because I thought it would be interesting to have you on, obviously, for this topic because you are from a different era and you are from the golden era. There's like a couple eras that were golden. Like you're from the real golden era, and it's just it's a difference of the eras bring different mind frames, and what you may be impressed with, what we may be impressed with, you may not be so it's important to get all different aspects. AJ, yeah,
Lady Chang,
yeah,
real quick. Like
yeah,
now, like
hmm
like now, you got guys doing this with their hand.
right,
Doing this and that.
you're right,
This is what I was taught real quick. You just put your hand out there, slick spec, and drop a right hand behind it. Put it there or throw a hook. You're just trying to blind them. Right now, they're just putting their hands out there to me to look
right,
pretty. I don't know what they're doing if they're trying to feel for the distance, but we was told just put it over the eyes real quick, then drop something in it, then go back to defense. So I see a lot of people doing that, copying. They doing this. And I was like, I'll tell my boxer to break their arm. If they keep
it's
leaving it out there, I'll tell them to injure their arm. That's
is
what I
it
would
is
do.
it is that more like, do you think what they're doing is as a rangefinder? That
Yeah,
yeah,
but the range, you find the range, but you let it go real quick. You don't leave it out there. A lot of guys just leave it out there
right,
profiling. So really, when you find it, you just bam, put it right over his eyes and let it go. Boom, come back to defense.
right,
So again, a lot of guys do it. They look pretty. They look fancy. But I'll tell my boxer hit his arm because they leave it
right,
out there too long. They
yeah,
be like posing like they're taking a picture. I'll tell my boxer to hit him here, hit him on the arm.
right.
Hopefully they get injured. But that's the sport.
That's a quite a yeah. It's a point I didn't think of. Like,
That's legal. You can hit them hurt their arm.
no, yeah, I know.
Then the
It
jab is out. The
definitely
jab
is
is out.
legal.
Hit
It
it
definitely
this
is.
way. Hit it this way. It's over. Hit him
It's
on the
broken.
muscle. Hit him on the muscle. It might swell up. It might cause him not to do the jab right. So there's a lot of things you could do. The old timers knew their stuff. They knew their stuff. So I would
Yeah.
tell my guy try to break his arm. If you leave it at the alarm, don't hook that arm, hook that right hook right on that muscle. The fight is kind of like over then. If you hurt his arm,
Yeah, because he ain't gonna be able to. He ain't gonna be able to throw.
usually finish him. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's these are the opinions or the informed expert opinions that I like to hear at the end of the day because it's interesting. Like I said, coming from different eras.
Yeah,
Yeah, what you
I
think?
wouldn't leave my hand out there. I wouldn't leave my hand out there long.
So what would you have said? So your prediction was Canelo to ultimately be too big, too strong for Crawford, or
I
yeah.
to do better in the later rounds because Crawford came out. And I didn't realize he was older than Canelo. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Payday, payday. You want payday? I know that.
I do believe that Canelo's he slips better, like he got a better movement, he's relaxed more. Crawford
Right.
just he got his hands a certain way and he throws combos a certain way, but he get the job done. To me it looks like the way they taught amateurs, and he get his combos off and he's strong. But Canelo laid back, like he was experiencing stuff, slipping like this. But that didn't get him the win, though. It didn't get him the
No,
win.
because he's not better. He's not better than Crawford. So I predict a Crawford win by unanimous decision
Okay.
because I just knew that Crawford, the tools that Crawford, the movement, is going to cause Canelo too many problems. The speed of his hands is going to cause Canelo way too many problems. Switch hitter, even though I wasn't sure would he switch or stay southpaw. Then I thought probably stay southpaw. That gives Canelo problems. Gives most boxers problems, but gives Canelo problems. So I just didn't see where Canelo was going to be able to beat him with that style matchup. Anybody else, I could have went for a Canelo win depending on the start, but Canelo does not do well with people that can box, move, and with power. And as we saw, that 12th round, Canelo. If it was your day, Tim, if it was your day with the 15 rounders, Canelo would have been on that canvas. He would have been on that floor.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, he would have he would have been on the floor, champ. He would have been on the floor because that was the first time, like properly in that round 12. You saw, did you see the Canelo getting rocked and wobbled? And we was like, oh, but it was the last round. It was the last like
Yeah,
30
Bud is in good
seconds.
shape. Bud is in good
Yeah.
shape. To me, a lot of his combos are not traditionally like the way the old
Yeah.
timers did it, but he put them together. He did what he had to do. He did what he had
So,
to do.
yeah, go
By the way,
ahead.
Chan, can I interject?
Yeah, of course you can. Go ahead.
Yeah.
This is AJ. You know AJ.
Yeah,
The
Tim,
Sam
we spoken before, man. Good to see
on
you,
the
man.
you've
Salute to
spoken
you.
on the
Yeah,
panel
good to
before.
see you too. Good to see you.
Yeah, but it's funny because I'm glad Bud actually put his foot on the gas and won that last 12th round because honestly he could have coasted honestly and didn't have to do much. But thank God he did because two of the judges had a 7-5, and if he hadn't, they probably would have gave it to Canelo and it would have been a majority draw.
He was moving around. He was moving backwards, trying to spare time. When what I'm saying.
He
He's
did.
like moving away.
He did that in the mid rounds. I think maybe in the sixth round he probably did
Yeah,
that just to get his bearings. But it was like briefly. But I mean, he beat Canelo every which way, like mid range and long range in the pocket. He won the exchanges in there, and he just had an answer for everything Canelo tried to do. Now, Tim, I was honestly with you. I was like,
yeah,
I had Canelo winning. I didn't pick away which he was because I was
yeah. I had
intrigued
it
because
close. I had it close.
yeah, I figured he'd win maybe a controversial decision or something like that, because because Canelo hasn't stopped anybody in a while, and I think that if he's not going to stop, if he hadn't, he's probably Bud's too crafty for him to stop. But I just figured and so that was just one concern of me if Bud was going to get a fair shake on the cards. Also, I just was concerned about whether or not how Bud could handle Canelo's power, which he did with no effort. I mean, once I saw that, I'm like, okay, yeah, Bud's got this in the bag, man. He's going to win this.
I think
because of the style wise, he's
Punch
got the
harder than
advantage. Yeah.
Canelo. Bud punch harder than
I,
Canelo
yeah,
to me.
just as hard, if not harder, for sure.
Okay,
Absolutely. I mean, because
okay.
that's a shot because because Bud wasn't affected by Canelo's punches at all, really. I mean, because Canelo did land on him clean, hit him to the body, straight shots, right hands. But
Well, he
Bud took
was
him well,
moving
man.
his head.
He did.
He was moving his head too. If he would have got hit
Yep, yep,
solidly,
yep.
Yeah,
He rolled the shots
he
too.
would, he would, yeah, but that's why he's a great boxer because what he would do,
Yep.
he would put out his, kind of like his lead hand, so he's southpaw, so he'd have his right hand there, right, and he'd throw that out, and he'd make sure when he threw that out, he would be off the line, and then when Canelo returned fire, Bud would just come over with the left hand, boom, right over the top. Every single time, everything was calculated. Like Canelo said, I couldn't even land on him the way I really wanted to because he was
Yep,
good.
yep.
He was better than me in every single angle, every
They're like
single thing.
the interview asked him something like, "What about his everything? Everything. I just couldn't
Yeah, he's
figure it
like,
out."
what was the thing that gave you problem? He was like, everything, yeah,
Yeah.
everything. He shouts out to Canelo. He told
Get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
yeah, he
Because
told the truth.
in the past he hasn't been like that because when he lost to Bivol, he actually tried to say he thought he won the fight
Oh
when
yeah, he thought he
yeah,
won the
all that kind
fight.
of stuff.
Yeah, this
you know
time,
what plays a
yeah,
big part real quick too. Them 20 millions and them 40 millions, and when you go home, you slow down with the real training. But I think Bud continue on training hard. But like a lot of those other guys, when they get them millions and stuff like that, yeah,
I believe it. I believe
yeah,
it.
they you know
Canelo,
they
he's just not as hungry anymore, man. How
right,
could he be? I mean, how could he
right,
be? I mean, he's not like just crazy to the extent like where he's just like fucking off and not like just bullshitting with his career or doing nothing
right.
crazy. But you can clearly see the hunger hasn't been there for quite a long time. You know what I mean? Like that real
um,
hunger that he
But
once had.
Bud hunger's still there. It's
what
I mean, I say like when Canelo had it, that was during the super middleweight run because that's the best we've ever seen him, in my opinion. When he won when he became
Caleb
undisputed at
Plant,
168, less
Billy Joe
Billy
Saunders.
Joe Saunders,
But
Callum
I
Smith,
wouldn't
all those
say that
guys.
he's lost his
But
hunger.
it's easy
No,
to
no, no,
look
no, no.
good at that
He
competition.
hasn't. I mean, just slightly, but not entirely. That's just what. Yeah, that's just what I'm trying to clarify. That's
you
all.
lose
But yeah,
something.
yeah,
You lose something. Just
Go ahead,
you have,
Eduardo.
it don't have to
yeah.
be
Go
a
ahead.
whole lot.
Okay. What's up, man?
I don't think that was the issue. I think Canelo in this fight came in best shape. He understood the magnitude of losing this fight. Um, but but to Tim's point that I will have to definitely with the champ, I gotta agree with is, and I think I talked to you about this Shannon the other day, that there is a skill deficit in this generation. I don't mean Terence Crawford in particular, but
Yeah, in general.
I was mentioning about what's his Devin Haney. I was like, I wish he would have stayed at the Mayweather gym a little longer because he would have picked up some skills that you can clearly see they don't got. And so,
Yeah.
but I know what he means. That's why we quantify saying Crawford's the greatest of his era because we have to compare him against what he had, what was available at this time. He does got, like I said, the bottom line is he beat. If you think of it in the context of how he beat him, he beat him with a jab and hand speed, and the jab is universally always going to be the greatest weapon in boxing.
That
Period.
sets everything up. That sets everything up.
Yeah. I think what we saw, like what we saw from Crawford, he was better on the inside, he was better at range, he was better mid-range, he stood toe to toe, center of the ring, had more hand speed, more combos. The reason why I knew Canelo wouldn't win is because people kept saying like, "Oh, Canelo, he's gonna throw shots and come with all the combos." We haven't seen that side of Canelo coming with shots and combos for years. So that's why I had to go with my prediction because that's where we saw him. He literally just was pot shotting, and you can't pot shot against someone like Terence Crawford or
Right. Right.
you. It's not going to get you anywhere. You're not like, and Canelo, his jab was non-existent. So to get in the inside, it would have been prudent of him at least to double jab
Yeah,
to
because
break
Chad,
distance.
yeah, agreed,
It's
100%. Because
a real
because
nice.
also like when he trapped because I remember in his past fights, especially this was prominent in the Billy Joe Saunders fight, he was trapping Billy in the corner by feigning a lot, so that was
Yep.
making Billy second guess. But then like when he was
Yeah.
when he was doing it with Crawford, he wasn't feigning, and Crawford, and that made it more easier for Crawford to counter him and get out the way.
What made you
because
think
Canelo just
why he
show,
was
he
doing
throws
that? Do you think he was just? Do you think he just doesn't? Because his gas tank isn't
No,
great.
I don't think. I think he was
But
doing
this was the best
probably.
the
Yeah,
fight.
kind of
With
that
the
I've
fight
seen
we
him in
looked
a
at prior, he
while,
was
even
doing
though he
that. He
slowed
did that
down.
in his last fight against Skull. I mean, the problem is the reason why he looked good against the Saunders and Plant is because those dudes got gas tank issues. So it's like
Yeah,
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 yeah.
which
if you look at
I
Skull, I'm not saying Skull and Terence Crawford are on the same level, but I'm saying Skull didn't have a gas tank issue. Terence Crawford didn't have a gas tank issue, so the pressure didn't have the same effect that it would have had on. Like I don't want to downplay the Plant win, but like let's be real, Plant could fight for like 8 rounds and then he's completely done.
yeah, that's what I predicted as
So
well.
it's,
He'll
Plus
go
it's
in
that
the
like,
late
combined with the
rounds.
punishment that he was taking too as well from Canelo,
yeah,
that
so
also
Yeah,
had an
it's
effect
like
to do with it. So yeah,
it
so
was
yeah,
ridiculous. So
yeah.
I
yeah.
just think that's a huge difference is the guy with a gas tank. Everybody that he's had an issue with has had supreme
They've
stamina.
run out of steam.
Civil
Yeah,
has great stamina. Floyd,
yeah.
great
Billy Joe,
stamina.
not so much. It's just that he got caught in the mid rounds with that uppercut. He just kept dipping
Yeah,
his
but
head.
Canelo was
Yeah,
crafty
yeah,
and
yeah,
turned
yeah,
shots,
yeah,
making shots look like they was going to go to the body, and then they just turn it upstairs. And
yeah.
he knew how to
It's,
set traps up and cut off the ring. For some reason, this cutting off the ring business with Canelo has just gone out the window
Cause see,
completely.
no, like I
This,
said, it's not. It's just the fighting style. Canelo has always had slow foot speed. He's a upper body lateral movement defensive guy. He doesn't use
Yeah,
foot speed. He walks dudes down in a way where those guys that he walked down don't have even the basic skill of having lateral movement. Like literally, that's the complaint that he has an issue with is a dude that understands. Oh, defense doesn't mean go back. It means I can step to the left or to the right and move around you and punch you in the face.
Well,
So
put your hands up.
deals with
Well,
somebody like
put your
that.
hands up.
yeah.
Put your hands up and show a boxer how to block. You know, that'll help. That'll
but
really.
that's
That'll,
what Crawford was doing. You see, not the cross arm defense, but the
let me say this now. What made me feel a certain way. I saw Crawford not really blocking punches. This guy was throwing a lot of punches, and I was like, "Whoa, he's strictly offense." Because he was getting hit. I forgot what fight it was. I was saying,
Madrimov, because that was arguably a tougher fight than
It
the
was.
Canelo
It
fight.
was. I think so.
Like
It
the
was
Canelo
definitely.
fight
Yeah.
was
who to
easy in
put their
comparison.
hands.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. There's boxers that know where to put their hands when the shot comes out of counter back. But I seen him doing like this, even though he wanted to fight. But when the guy was putting pressure on him, he didn't know where to put his hands when defense. Now you might have seen something else, but this particular fight,
He
that's
was
what made me
getting
feel like this particular way about it. When I seen him, when that guy put pressure on him, he didn't know where to put his hands. He was
a
getting
lot
hit
of
too.
people. Yeah, a
Check
lot of
this out.
people with the Madrimov fight took that. You know, you can only be judged on your last performance. But I do try to do it in general. Like on average, Crawford always gets the job done. So we knew that Madrimov, he actually came in and didn't fight how he usually does because I thought Madrimov would probably get stopped because he's a switch hitter. He comes in and he lunges and he's not that defensively sound himself. Like, his defense is his legs and his tricky, awkward style. But with Crawford, he was quite cautious because he didn't want to get caught with any
Yeah. They
like
both had
shots. But
respect
then
for each other.
Yeah,
Crawford
Yeah. Yeah.
I
then
think the thing
Crawford
that
got a good few of those right hands. Yeah, so that
I
was the
want to say
difference
this.
from that fight to this fight, I would say.
I think it's Chad because Chad, remember, like everybody after that performance, everybody wants to criticize Bud, like, oh, how can you struggle against a guy with 10 or 11 fights? Oh, who's much better? This
Madrimov's
and that.
got 300 amateur fights
Amateur fights,
and he's
and
Okay,
lost
and I and they
and only
completely
lost
gloss
about
over the
10.
fact. Yeah,
And only
exactly, and
lost
they
about
completely
10.
gloss over the fact that Canelo and Madrimov are completely different fighters. They fight nothing
yeah,
alike.
Yeah, you have to do style for
Literally,
style
styles make
matchups.
fights.
Yeah, I know it sounds
The
cliche, but it's the
comparison is
truth.
terrible.
that is the truth.
I'm
Hmm.
gonna say this real quick though, champ. Is the thing about it is, your point is absolutely. I mean, it's clear, but Bud's defense, I think, is based on him keeping range and not a lot of head movement. And he, like you said, he moves his hands to kind of block, but his
See,
main
that's
weakness
the
is speed.
problem. You gotta have it. You can win. Go ahead. You gotta have that head movement, or you can get knocked out. I'm
What the
telling you.
thing
Go
about
ahead.
him is he's a man. Like
That's a part of the art.
he
When you paint a
understood.
picture, you gotta have head movement and a lot of other things in it that'll help you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're absolutely right. But like I said, defensively, just because Canelo did not press him to do it, he was able to just like his main thing was keeping a certain range,
Yes.
controlling the distance, and then like I said, when Canelo would get shots off the mainly to the body from time to time, he would just soak them up or he would just block with his hands. But like I said, that's in the lateral movement. So that's his thing, is just his distance and his foot movement was how he uses his defense. That's why he had a little more trouble with a guy that's like a Madrimov that can actually neutralize some of the foot speed. But like I said, styles may fight. We're talking about a European style from a long ranging amateur. Those styles are built over 300 fights. Like we almost got to start being like when dudes get over 200 amateur fights, you got to start taking like maybe for every 5 amateur fight you have a fight because you're getting a lot of ring work in, a lot of work. 300 rounds.
That's a lot of rounds.
Yeah. And
you
only like
you
about
only need
10
25.
losses.
You only need 25. I had 7.
Really?
I had 7 amateur fights, but I had a really good trainer.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay, so you pretty much learning on the job then, more or less, when you went pro, huh?
Yeah.
I kind of like real quick. I got kind of like forced into it because I didn't know about the business part. And this guy,
Right?
They like talked me into going out of amateur. So they was getting me ready, but I left those guys because I found out some stuff right before my fight. I left them, and then I went with this guy, Slim Jim Robinson. He trained Mike Rossman, the Jewish Bomber, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. I was his sparring partner, and he even helped Muhammad Ali, even though Ali didn't really listen too much. But Ali knew that he knew a lot of stuff, and he brought him with him when he fought. Who did he fight? I forgot who he fought. Ali fought.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ali was fighting. It wasn't Frazier. Oh, he's fighting. Larry Holmes.
Okay, the best jabber.
I'm sorry, guys, taking up the time.
No,
it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good, Tim.
Yeah, the best jabber in near enough in you is one of the best jabbers as well, though.
I had okay jab, but Ali kind of like slapped that jab so you could put the right hand behind it. He would go like this. He would practice hitting flies. So he would go like this.
Yeah, the flick
He would
jab.
never do this.
Wow.
Yeah, he has a
would
flick
never
jab.
do this that much.
Is it the flick?
He flick
the flick
it
jab.
and then put the combinations, and he'll put it over your eye and get that, and then drop it in quick. That's what I mean about the guys putting their hands up there. Ali would go like this real quick and drop it.
Yeah.
If you see him do it, just check some of his fights out. And I was taught to do that too. Just leave it, split second, right, boom, drop it, throw your hands back up.
Yeah. Get back into defensive. Yeah. Defense is always one of your number one things. Every time I've spoken to you, you're like, you've always had a problem with this era's defense. You've always said.
None of them be putting there's a lot of them that don't have good defense. A lot of old trainers passed away that taught the defense, and so a lot of them are struggling. Maybe they're watching videos or something like that. I see some guys with good defense. Now, real quick, y'all. I just want to let you know. Then you all go ahead and talk. Now, everybody talking about the Philly shell. Floyd Mayweather. Everybody talking about the Philly shell, right?
Right.
That is not the Philly shell.
I
retired in I think it's I can remember. I retired, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was 02. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I didn't never hear the term Philly shell until maybe 3 or 4 years after I retired. Okay. When I was in Philly, right? I was in Philly.
Yeah.
When I heard the guys, they didn't say Philly shell. They didn't say go into your shell. All you did was this. This is the Philly shell. Look.
Yeah.
This is the Philly shell. That's it. This is a shell. All this is not the Philly shell. My trainer, I never heard Georgie Benton. I never heard Joe Frazier. I never heard Ali. I never heard none of the trainers say Philly shell, but I heard some of them say the shell. And in the streets, they say go into your shell. That's the real Philly shell. But all this, I know how to do that. That's not the Philly shell.
What is that then?
The real Philly shell is this. I don't know. My trainer he taught me. This is what you do. You take this, put it across your waist, put your elbow on top of this. Then your shoulder and your
Yeah.
right hand are best friends. So if anything come this way, you put them together. And if a left
Okay.
you catch the left hook, you can counter back. But you leave this here and lean in to catch a body shot. Right? Don't move it up and down. Just leave it here. Catch the body shot, uppercut, go this way, catch that body shot. But the Philly shell guys, they're advertising it. This is all the Philly shell is this. I'm serious.
So that means that's what Canelo, or we call that going into a high guard now. That's a high guard. That's what we call it. Well, that's what I've
We
always
never
known
heard
it as.
guards. I'm older than you guys. I'll be 70 in 3 years. I might not look like it, but I never heard the trainer say high guard. They just say put your hand up. They just say put your hand up.
Ain't that funny that the terminologies have
I
even
never heard
like
high
changed?
guard or low guard.
Yeah, we've had that have the high guard, and that's what Canelo uses to walk people down, the high guard.
The high
But
guard.
you're calling that as the
What
shell.
he like? He don't go like this, do he?
No, the shell is what we call the high guard. So what you was telling us, what the shell is, that's what we call the high guard today.
When they go like this.
No, not the cross arm. The shell,
Just
the thing
this?
that you were doing with your two gloves side by side.
Yeah, there
upright.
was no name for this when I was boxing.
No, not that one. The one that you was doing, the shell.
like
not
this?
that one. Yeah, we called that the high guard.
No, this is the high guard, and
Yeah.
this is the low guard.
See, that's what I'm saying.
wow.
So even the terminology's changed because we class Canelo. He comes and walks you down. Well, you would say the shell, but we would say he walks you down with the high guard. So even the terminologies have changed then.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of the intelligent and good trainers, I never really heard them say high guard. They say put your hand up. They say keep your hands up high. Keep your defense tight. But the shell, this is what the shell is, guys. Serious. This is the Philadelphia. Everybody, all the old heads, when I was little, I used to hear them say, go on your shell, and they do this. Now, I don't know who created this. Some dudes from England, and I think Ireland came over here. And
I think it was.
No, they over there. They calling it the Philly shell because I was in England. I was in England for a long time. I was in Ireland over there helping and training and stuff like that. And they were saying Philly shell over there. I said, wonder where these guys get this stuff from.
Who was the first person before Floyd that did the shell, that implemented the shell?
I was doing that. I was doing this.
Georgie Benton.
Georgie
Yeah.
Benton,
Willie the Worm.
He popped
Willie the Worm
Yep.
Monroe.
I
was doing that way back. I was doing
They
that.
had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match.
Hey, way before Floyd was even came out there, we was doing that. I was doing this. Watch my face.
Yeah.
I was doing that. The shoulder, this and this. Don't let
shoulder roll. Yeah, the shoulder roll.
And you go rubberneck. Do you know what a rubberneck is?
No, tell us.
Okay, this is rubberneck pump. Come. If a punch come, you just go along with the punch. This way, you can throw a punch back. Wham! That's rubbernecking, and you be missing punches. You see a couple of my fights, I did it in that.
Yeah, guess what we call that? We call that rolling the shot.
No, okay, that's what your shoulder. The roll is.
No, but we get it like you roll, like you take the steam off of it. What you did said the rubberneck. We call it like, yeah, he rolled with the shot, like he rigged the shot. Like, so Canelo would do that. He will like just move and take a bit of the steam off of the fighter's shot.
But rolling is your chin and your shoulder. Rolling is both of it.
Okay.
Yeah, rolling, you can roll the right way and you can roll this way, come back with a punch, or you can roll this way and bring a hook over top of it.
Right.
But you just got to rubberneck with it just in case that punch come. You got to turn it and you got to bring a hook over top. So this here's got to be loose.
Yeah.
And don't do it all the time.
Yeah, James Toney, you're right, a brother of a certain age. James Toney did the Philly shell, had a version of the Philly shell as well. He did, indeed.
Yeah, but you know what he did? Real quick, I'm gonna let you talk. He only rolled one time. He did that all the time, kept doing this when you're supposed to go on both sides. So he did it on one side. Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, so
he was going to say something.
No, you good. No, I think the biggest part, like people like, George Benton, he was highly involved in that '84 Olympic team, and that had like Meldrick Taylor. It had like
I was with them.
Whitaker. It had Evander.
I was training with him.
Yeah, so you got to think. So there's been a lot of variation from the original defensive style, but I think some people, because even James Toney, I think he was a crunk gym guy. So I think, but was he from a crunk gym? Wasn't that where James Toney fought on?
Was he with Manuel Stewart?
No, he never was. He never was. He never was with Manuel Stewart. Yeah.
No.
What gym?
I actually saw him in Gerald McClellan sparring, like back in when it was in when it was contenders. Yeah, that was a good. That was the type video.
I think the reason
McCullen,
changed a little bit with James Toney is because that gym was very offensive. Like,
say that again.
I think the reason the defense changed with James Toney is because that gym he was involved in was very offensive. Like, there was a lot of fighting in there, so I think it just they fluctuated. So the defense was more secondary instead of primary. So that's why he only rolled one side.
I wonder who taught him that role, though. I wonder who did that.
I'm trying to think of what gym that was he was in. But
wild card was the wild card gym, Freddie Roach.
Hold on,
was that it?
Oh, little Freddie. Freddie ain't teaching that.
No, I remember seeing the video of James Toney like just having a bunch of spar wars. He was just
because Freddie's an offense coach. Freddie.
I hate to say it. He had that disease. I was around Freddie. And they just got to give him giving him his just due when it's not really deserved. I hate to say this. I was with him. I was talking to people about him. We was talking about Freddie, and we was like, I don't think he's as good as everybody's saying he is, and that he's sick and all that. I didn't want to say nothing. And Freddie knew I was talking about him, but I tried to talk to him, and I was just saying, I'm sorry. I was just saying that he's in there with top guys, but he really got beat up when he was fighting.
Yeah, so he did, and I think that's why he got sick, because I checked his record and I checked also a couple of fights that I saw him in, and yeah, his defense was null and void, man. He got pounded on, Freddie Roach, as a fighter.
Yes.
Real quick.
Pounded on. I mean, pounded on.
I love the brother, man. I love the brother, but hey, say what you want to say about me. Hey,
you're telling the truth. You're telling the truth, because I saw it and it was like, kind of like, no wonder you got sick, because guys, man, if you go and pull up some Freddie Roach fights, man, and that's how he trained. No defense, just pure offense. He did it with, he could get away with that with people like Manny Pacquiao, because they're fleet of foot and they can leap in and do the leaping lefts and stuff. But Freddie Roach was getting annihilated. He was getting, that's why in the end he just retired, because he was going to turn into a journeyman, to be honest. Yeah.
He was a journeyman fighting, really.
Yeah, to be honest.
Speaking of that real quick, like we were talking about where James Toney, he actually learned that style from Bill Miller, and I think he used to train Ezra Charles.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I remember. Yeah,
he got that to him. So that's how they learned it. But so, like you said, that's why I said it was more. I feel like the defensive part was kind of paused a little bit. That's why he only did one side, because they try to concentrate on being more offensive.
Okay.
Test your might. Test your luck.
My people that were at the weekly wrap up, shiggity what? Shiggity show.
Hey, listen, real quick. That's crazy. Listen, but maybe he was told nobody didn't tell him to come back on this side sometimes too, and he just kept doing this. He kept doing that, and somebody with a smart trainer probably can capitalize on that if you keep doing this all the time. Okay, come this way, then you go to this side. He always went to the right side. And I thought that was kind of like, I said, well, somebody didn't teach him to go to the left side. So yeah, you go on this side, you can rub your neck on this, you can go on this side, come back, and you can go on this side. Yeah. He only went on this side all the time. So I was telling my people, I said, you know what? Whoever was teaching him that didn't teach him to go on the other side. But I seen him go on the other side one time. But not as much as this side.
I wonder why. What that was to
They
do
didn't
with.
teach him. If the trainer would have kept on him, you would have seen him going on that side. Yeah, I'm telling you, if the trainer
Yeah.
would have showed him to go on both sides, because you could throw that left hook on the other side too. He had a good left hook. If he would have showed him, this is my opinion, you would have seen Tony going on that side too, all the time.
Yeah, it's now that you've said that,
He
I'm
just
going to
be on
go
the
back and
side.
I'm going to look at some more of his fight. So would you say that Freddie Roach now is not a great trainer because of the
I don't
illness?
listen. I hate this. He can say y'all can say what y'all want to say about me.
No, you can say
I
what you
don't think
want. Go
that.
ahead.
I think that a lot of people felt bad for him. You could tell in his fight. Why would I get somebody who was getting hit a lot or beat up? I
Yeah,
guess a lot of people felt sorry for him. I love the brother. He can say what they want to say about me. I'll respect that. I'm just saying he was getting hit a lot and
he was.
everything. I
He
mean, if
was.
I was a boxer, I wouldn't. I mean, I would say, nah, I better get somebody else. But there's a lot of other people helping him get work and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And he was a hard fighter. He was a tough fighter. But I wouldn't let my son go with him. He can say
yeah.
what he want to say about me. I'm gonna respect it.
He ain't.
No,
He's
but
And I
he's
never.
a
still love the brother. I still love him. Go
He's
ahead.
never
yeah.
fired from scratch. That's what I'm saying. And if you look at his fires, the main issues they had. Truth be told, I think if Pacquiao had got with somebody that, because he had to learn to use his left hand after he lost to Morales, and it's like, why wasn't Teddy Roach been telling you to fucking use your other hand? Like it doesn't. I mean, I tell you, Freddie
Freddie
Roach,
Roach.
he had been told you to use your other hand. Like, what were you guys doing in training? Like, he's never developed a fire from scratch. We don't know what you can't name one Freddie Roach.
Okay.
That's true. That's true.
They're
That's
always
true.
somebody that's already got a name or they're already doing something. We can't even think of really of like he's not. You don't think of like when you think of Manuel Stewart, you think from the cradle to the grave. You don't think that with
Yeah.
Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach is like he pop up and teach a guy that's already kind of halfway fighting, and then he still don't teach him everything because, like I said, he didn't. Pacquiao did not start using his left hand until he lost to Morales, and he realized like, yo, I can't just keep throwing one hand and expect to beat everybody. So that's when he started using his right hand. He started using more hooks and combinations. But even then, with his fighting skill, you could have taught him better defense. But I just feel like Freddie Roach would like I said, I ain't trying to whatever disease he got. I'm like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be able to show somebody something. And if you can't show them something, how are you training them? Anything?
I think because he's got he's got like number one trainer in, number two trainer in. It's just not him in the camp. I would imagine.
What's that?
When
What you mean?
like he's head trainer, but I'm sure he's not the one that's doing the
Okay.
everything, the pad work, the this, the that. You've got different people in your training camp that will help you with different things.
I mean,
So I
honestly,
just
I think the reason why he's been so successful is because of Manny Pacquiao's success.
because of
That's pretty much
money.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
All
pretty much
Manny
it.
do is
That's
this.
it. That's
All
it.
Manny do is this.
Yeah.
He made that money. He's in good shape. No, that Manny do like this.
He's the
Now he
little
has
guy
now
for
he
punches
has
and
been in other
punches.
fighters' camps where he has made helped
Okay.
to make improvements like Jaime Munguia. Like
He
he
had
kind of improved.
Munguia, didn't he? Yeah.
He improved under Freddie. I'm not gonna lie, he did. He did for a couple
Yeah.
fights. So but
If
then that
you're
didn't
if
last long.
you're
So
offensively sounded, mind, I think it's better
yeah.
to go with a Freddie Roach. If you already got like good defense and you want to, polish your offense, then you'll go with a trainer like Freddie Roach. But if
Now
you
wait.
want to try and learn good defense, you won't go with Freddie
Now wait a
Roach.
minute. Let me just say something, and it might hurt people, but I love him. I was with him. I was with this guy, Emmanuel Stewart. I was with him.
Yeah.
We were good friends. And this is the second time that I'm gonna say this on the network. I love him. He really motivated the boxers, but in terms of defense, there was no defense. And
He came for the knockouts.
now watch Tommy Hearns. When it came to defense,
He got hit a lot.
he didn't know how to put his hands.
That gym is like
Now
that.
name all the other boxers too that Emmanuel had. They got knocked out. No defense, but there was hell on offense.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no,
The Kronk.
Manny liked working with punchers. That was his
The
specialty. He
Kronk
loved working
gym
with
was
punchers.
all about
Yeah,
knockouts. Yeah. So Tim
yeah.
is right.
That's
It's
what
about offense and not so much about the defense.
Because
Yeah.
if you look at Hearns in the second part of that Sugar Ray fight, you can see he has defensive ability. It's like, bro, why aren't you?
Okay, you tell me where was him putting his hands up. He don't know how to block with his hands. You
Yes,
show me. You show me. I love it. I love Tommy. That's my man. I was in camp. I was
Yeah,
camp with him.
you're just breaking it down to the truth. Go
no,
ahead.
he's
It's like
keeping
all
it
good,
real.
champ.
He's keeping it real.
Yeah.
That was his issue, though. The problem is he it was all, like you said, it was all bombs away, and
Yeah.
90% of the time that worked. If he dropped, like, if he dropped the bombs away, but the problem is, like you said, they couldn't do nothing about it. But that's why I said, that's why I was mentioning Crump Gym, that gym is like that. It's meant for
A
offensive.
lot of their boxers got beat
Like
up.
And that's
Yeah.
why I guess Hans is like he's like got a lot of the neurological damage of the punchiness now. You know can't
I
really
was in camp with
communicate.
him. I love the brother, man. I
Yeah,
love him. But we on the show, we talking. I don't hate him. I love him. You
yeah.
know,
He's just
and
been yeah,
yeah, and he lacked defense. They say the best defense is an offense, and I'm be like,
yeah,
yeah, okay,
yeah,
you're gonna have to learn some. No, not them, not
yeah,
them. There's some
yeah.
people that can't
Yeah,
teach
no, people say
defense,
that. Like,
so they
some people,
promote the best
yeah,
defense is your offense.
offense. Yeah,
You need
I
where
both
mean,
I,
offense.
that's
yeah,
great and
hit
all
and
until
hit
one
and
day,
keep on
one
hitting.
day you fight a guy and it doesn't work.
Say
yeah,
that
you need
again.
to.
Say that again.
I'm saying that's saying that that's a great saying, but like one day you're gonna. But what happens when you fight a guy and that doesn't
Yeah,
work?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, basically, you got to be more
That doesn't work.
well-rounded at the end of the day.
Canelo go out, he's a hell of a fighter, man.
He was in shape all the time. Mayweather. He was in
Yeah,
shape. If he was a little bit lower a couple of times, he might have lost a couple of fights, but he was in top shape all the time. You got to give it to him.
He was a hell of a fighter. Oh, yep,
he's
very
a
hell
hell
of a
of a
fighter.
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 He's
McGregor
fighting
did
on
lose.
fire.
He lost on the ground. He didn't lose standing up. So he's a hell of a fighter, and he's a very, very tough competitor.
Who's he
So
talking
who?
about?
He was talking about Conor McGregor there. That he
Oh,
was like,
Conor
he's a hell of a
McGregor.
fighter. So
Conor
who?
McGregor.
Like, because there's this big debate. I guess. Well, let me just break this
Conor
segment
came
up a
from
little bit.
In the building. In the building.
didn't
We are.
Conor came from martial arts or something?
Yeah, he came from MMA. But
MMA,
what I was
MMA,
going to
yeah.
ask you, because there's like the debate, who's better, Floyd or Bud? I hate this debate. I'm not really into the debate because I think it's asinine. Because you're never going to know. They're not going to fight each other. But if I have to break it down, I would just say like Floyd at 135 and possibly 140 would be a better would beat Terence, but
I
Terence
think, yeah,
147, nah.
yeah. I would go with that too. That's just
Yeah,
my opinion. I
yeah,
would
just
go
my
with that
opinion.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. 135 Floyd, you couldn't nah, you couldn't play with him. Couldn't play with him. What do you guys think about the Floyd and the Bud comparisons and
I
who's
agree with that
better?
comparison that you said, Chan. Like
Yeah,
135 to 140, Floyd beats him, but then
yeah,
147 and above, Bud sweeps it all the way.
yeah,
Everybody talking weight when you could do the same thing. On sizes and heights and stuff. But if you like the same, and they be talking about weight. I'm a heavyweight, and we don't have to weigh in. We don't have to weigh a certain weight all
yeah.
the time, right? Um,
Right.
but what's 5 pounds gonna? I don't know, man. What's 5 more pounds gonna do? I fought a guy 30 more pounds and knocked him out, or 20 more pounds and knocked him out. I guess when you get
Yep.
when you get under
When you
200
go,
pounds,
yeah, it
everybody,
makes a
he weighed too
difference.
much. He's 3 pounds heavier. Come on, knock
Yeah.
that dude out. 3 pounds is your
I know
skills.
heavyweights never can grasp their heads around that. I know because that, like we saw, like for instance, who did we see come in at 4 pounds more the other day on a fight? And we see Ryan Garcia, that
Okay,
idiot,
okay.
do that, and it make for the little guys, it makes a difference.
Oh,
I'm not sure why because I'm not a boxer, so I don't know why. But like you said, it makes a difference. Well, they've made those weight classes for a reason, but I think what they need to do is consolidate some of these lower weights. I mean, the difference between like 115 and then 118, just cut that out. Just have 118. You know what I mean? Like cut
Yeah.
115 out, or you got one. Well, you have 112 and 115. What's the point?
What you
You know,
guys think? Do a couple of pounds mean something? I mean, I don't know because I don't
I don't
care.
know.
I fought guys 30 pounds heavy, 15,
Yeah,
40 pounds heavy. But when it gets down to the lighter guys, they complain over 2 and 3 pounds. So go in there and whip that guy behind. I
yeah.
mean, yeah, but that's it. I mean, you're supposed to be 235. If that's the weight you're supposed to be there, not gonna understand it. And politics plays a big part. You know, politics plays a big part. What's a couple of pounds? I'll say, come on, let that man, come on in there. I'm knock his behind right on now. It's
I
the
mean,
skills.
I think it's because the walking around weight changes what on the like. So, for instance, like if you're fighting at lightweight 135, and then but the guy that you're fighting comes in at 140. I mean, I know it sounds like 5 pounds shouldn't make any difference, but technically they're probably coming down from a walking around weight from about 160, whereas the guy that does make weight,
Okay,
he may be coming down from 150. So you know
okay.
he can still be coming down from 160 and just be disciplined, but I think it's like you're just going to start fighting bigger lads that are coming down cutting a lot of weight, so
I don't.
that's why those weights make a difference. I don't know.
I
So
think
if somebody else could tell
people.
me the reason,
Yeah.
I'd like to know. But yeah,
No, here's the thing about it is I think the problem is, let's say both fighters are 160 coming down to 140.
Okay.
And that actually puts the effort in and weakens their body to hit the 140 and the other guy doesn't. That's the difference right there.
yeah,
Your punch
Okay.
resistance actually reduces. I wasn't surprised Bud was taking them shots because I think as you go as going up in weight and you're not
he walks around
yeah,
185. So
like your
yeah,
chin, you
He
lose
walks around 185.
yeah, Bud does. So he made no. So he didn't have to cut too much weight to
yeah,
make the
so he didn't lose a
168.
lot of punch
So
resistance. So I think
once
that's
he
what
so once
you
he
dry
rehydrated,
somebody
he was
out.
cool.
Like a guy who didn't like that last week, instead of those last 2 weeks, instead of me training, I just chilled and say I'll just go 5 over and take the penalty. That dude was still training and soaking his weight down. So when they go into the ring, I'm fresh. I didn't have to go in the back and drink 1,000 Gatorades to water back up.
Had to slow you down. You drink them Gatorades afterwards.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
think about that.
all
Just
that sugar.
put all that fluid
Yeah,
back in the system. It's a difference when you both are having to do it. But when one dude's not able, has to do it, he got to
yeah, the
advantage.
punch resistance. He's got an advantage. So didn't you? Yeah, you didn't realize that, Tim, that Bud walks around. These fighters. This is what I'm
He walk
saying.
around
They
180.
yeah 185.
Why ain't he fighting light heavyweight or middleweight?
Because he did super middle. He came in he did Canelo 168, didn't
Oh,
he?
Yep,
that's what that was.
168.
Okay.
Yep, that yep,
Okay.
Yeah,
168. Yeah.
that was 168. So he didn't have
He
to cut
skipped right
too much
he
weight.
skipped right past 160. He skipped past middleweight altogether. He didn't
Yeah,
even go there.
he did 154, skipped 160, and just went 168. So and then Canelo walks around at 190, 195.
Yeah, something like that. Early 190s, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Because
Because I remember
when
Bud's
he, because
last
when
fight
he, because
at
because when
135.
he
You met yeah. Sorry, go
when
ahead.
he fought
Sorry, Joe.
Bivol, AJ, I
Yeah.
remember the interview. He said when they was like, "Oh, you're going up," and he said I was doing some kind of vegan stuff. He said, "Oh, it doesn't matter to me
Yeah,
because I walk around at 195."
right. Yeah, he said he was on
And
like
I
a
was
vegan diet for
like,
the Bivol fight. Yeah.
Payday, payday. You want payday? I know that.
"Yeah,
195.
95, yeah." So that's the difference of why these little guys. If you miss weight, I don't know. I don't know if they miss the weight. You're fighting guys that are literally they're walking around nearly 200 pounds, but they're fighting at 147. It's wild. I don't get it.
It's
Well,
insane.
It's
in
And
my
so
because
era,
I
those
remember
guys
Bud's last
didn't.
fight. Yeah, sorry, Tim. Go
No,
ahead.
no, guys, don't. I was just real quick. Those guys didn't go all the way up that much when I was fighting.
yeah,
Those
they
guys,
stay
yeah, they didn't
yeah
go all the way up.
they
So he
stay
what is
little
he?
and that. Yeah.
Go ahead and finish. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, he was going to say
Go ahead,
something.
AJ.
Oh no, because I was saying because I remember I watched I don't know if it was a documentary series or behind the scenes vid. Like Bud actually had his last fight at 135 when he fought Ray Beltran. Like he had to
Yeah,
drain himself bad. He had to really
yeah,
drain
bad.
himself. I mean,
Not
like wearing a sauna
not
suit, all these
easy.
extreme measures. But then on fight night, he made the weight, but it was really strenuous for him. Then on fight night, he rehydrated to like 153 pounds, like when he
Wow.
fought
Yeah,
Ray Beltran. So after that, he moved up to 140 like immediately. He couldn't make the weight anymore. 135, he couldn't stay there.
yeah,
I
yeah.
heard
That's
he
right.
only
Yeah.
fight once a year. Is that so?
Yeah,
Yeah, for the last 5 years at least.
the
5.
last
Man, that
5 years,
dude
once a
could
year.
be
Yeah,
that. You know how many millions he could have if he kept on fighting?
I know.
No, well, they
Like
couldn't give
I
him the fight that the fights they wanted were all over at the PBC, and the PBC
oh yeah.
weren't letting
Tim, the
their
PBC
guys.
froze him out. The
They
PBC froze
froze
him
him
out at
out.
welterweight.
They wouldn't.
What you
Yeah,
Yeah,
mean? What's that?
the
they didn't want to fight him.
PBC
Nobody wanted to
promotional
fight him.
company, they wouldn't allow their fighters to fight Bud.
They did.
So Bud had to, fight
Oh
other
yeah, they kept
other
doing a round
fighters
robin with other guys. They kept
they
doing like a
kept
round
doing
robin.
all with other guys and kept freezing Bud out because they knew that Bud would just knock him out. And in
Okay,
the end, that's
okay.
what you
Yeah.
saw. And because Bud was on like 10 consecutive knockouts from all of the welterweights, he knocked out everybody at welterweight. And the PBC
Damn.
had the majority roster of 147 pounders, and they just wouldn't let Bud fight him.
Yep. I
Hmm.
mean, because Tim, you saw what Bud did to the arrow, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
That
yeah.
that's why nobody wanted no parts of that man. Literally.
Yeah,
They
he
need
knocked
a weight
everyone out.
class. They need a weight class for him.
Yeah,
Facts.
the Bud
Facts. I
Bud
mean,
Crawford weight class.
like this is the most. I mean, because Tim, I'll tell you an example of this, and like this is the most egregious offense, in my opinion, that the PBC has done. Like at the time, there were let me see, the welterweight champions were Earl Spence. He had the IBF.
Okay. Yeah.
Sean Porter had the WBC.
Sean
Um,
Porter.
who somebody had the WBA. I'm not really sure who was it.
What the
Crap.
BA? Because
Manny
that was
Pacquiao was
Manny
no
Pacquiao had
Keith
had
Thurman.
it over.
Keith Thurman
Keith
had it. Sorry, Keith
Thurman.
Thurman had it.
Yeah,
This
and
is before he fought Pacquiao. And Pacquiao had the
yeah,
regular belt. Now the
yeah,
PBC put up a graphic of all the welterweight champions. They included all those guys, even Pacquiao's regular WBA belt, and they didn't include Terence Crawford.
yeah. They
They
left
they they,
Bud
deli-
out.
they deliberately left him out because Crawford had the WBO belt at the time, and they didn't
Yeah, he
include him
did.
as a champion.
That's not cool.
Yeah, so that's why
Absolutely
he
not.
missed out
100%.
on a lot of
Absolutely
stuff.
not. Isn't that fucked up? Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's why he missed out on a lot of opportunities, and that's why we're quite happy to see him get what he can get now.
They froze
Yeah.
him out.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, because they
100% froze him
froze
out.
him all the way out. They did some
Yeah.
really
I
foul
just
shit.
real quick, I would just like to say the reason why I made the decision, maybe like to you, his punching, his the way he throw his punches seemed a little bit amateur, but his maturity in his body, compared to where Sugar Ray might wait and just wham, oh shit,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
You good, Tim?
You,
You good,
you
Tim?
Shania,
really
come here. Okay,
what?
he's all right. I
You
tried to
Nothing,
do
good? You
baby.
good, Tim? Oh no.
Shania, come here.
It's okay. She ain't back on the phone. I'm sorry. Mommy, I'm scared. I'm sorry, guys.
Now you
What
good, Tim?
was
You
I
good, man?
talking about? What was I talking about? I
Saying
forgot.
that the amateur punches, like it's like
Yeah.
you saying that basically Bud punch, like they're not doing wham what or I can't remember something like that.
Okay. He's really good at his the way he put his punches together and stuff like that. I would have had him doing it's just he was fighting. To me, he was putting his combinations together, not like like Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns and them, but it was kind of like to me it wasn't like theirs, but it worked for him. It worked for him,
But
and
this
the
is
way he
what I'm
moved,
yeah.
to me was like an amateur, but he's a pro and a champion. The way his movement, I've been
So
around a
what
lot.
was Canelo's movement? If you're
His
criticizing
was
Crawford,
more, to me, even though he didn't win the fight, his was more professional looking. I've been around a lot of guys and I looked, but whoever was training them, how many fights did his trainer have? Do you
who?
know?
Bomac?
Yeah, Bo Mac. How many?
Maybe 15 or less, I want to say,
Oh
but he had
yeah,
more like losses than wins.
he
Yeah,
was a heavyweight as well.
Oh, he
yeah,
was?
Yeah,
yeah. He actually fought Butterbean. Go figure.
he was a
Oh,
heavyweight.
Butterbean. Butterbean can fight a little bit.
Yeah,
He's a
Butterbean.
heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bomac was
Butterbean
a
can fight a
heavyweight, and
little bit.
Bomac's only like what? How tall's Bomac?
Um,
5'9",
like yeah, probably around there. I want to
5'8",
say. Let me see. Yeah,
5'8",
Hey, he
something like
rich
that.
now. He rich now.
How is
yeah.
he a heavyweight at 5'8" at this time?
I think
I,
Bud's been with him
Womack
since
was
like the early
7-14.
2000s.
Just to let y'all know,
He
he was
what?
7-14. He was 7 and
Bud's been with
14.
Bomac since the early 2000s. I want to say that's how
Okay.
7
long
and
he's been training with him.
14, did you say,
Yeah, that was
I
KOK?
his
love the
career,
brother. I
7 and
love
14.
Bomax.
Oh, Bomac was 7 and 14.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
Yeah, he
he was a
was. Yeah, yeah,
journeyman. So he
yeah.
was a
Pretty
journeyman,
much. Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
7 and
okay.
Hated it.
blondes, lemons, my hair.
Yeah. Do you remember that? In living
Blondes.
color. Yeah. Oh, I used to love that. Hated it in Z formation.
Yeah, it might sound like I just see certain skills and styles. I'm from Philly. I was going to New York.
Yeah.
I was going everywhere, and he won all his fights. He looked good, but I don't think he went to university. But he did good. He won as a 12th grader.
I think it just in my opinion, champ. I think Bud is the best. He's an ATG. He's a 3 division
Tell me,
undisputed.
tell me what he did in Sugar Ray Leonard in them days. What you
Yeah,
think?
but this is what we've got to get out of. Well, like we're not in that era, I'm afraid. We're in this era, and we can only judge about this era. We can't
Okay,
keep going
okay.
back to. We
Yeah.
can compare certain eras at certain times, but it's unfair to compare fight. Nobody can control when they were born, so it's not his fault. Bud was born
No, it's not.
37 years ago, so we have to only judge him in what he's done in this era. And in this era, he's the most accomplished. He's the most accomplished fighter. He's a 3 division. He's a 3 division undisputed champion. The 4 belt era, 0 losses, 4-time lineal, 4-time ring. It's never been done. It's
Yeah, I
never
know.
been done.
I know.
So
Yep.
So in this era, he's RATG in this era. Now, if you want to put him in a list of all times, then obviously he's not going to fare well. He's not going to be at the top. But we can only judge era to era,
Okay.
you
Okay.
know. And in
Yep.
this era, unfortunately, this is the era that this is the cards that everybody's dealt with. But you can compare eras because you was from that era, so you can see the differences of where things have slid and don't look as good. And I agree. That there's no better era than your era. Like you guys, is blood, sweat, and
And
tears,
before me,
and
they
and before you and before them. You're going back to Sugar Ray Robinson. You're going to like you Joe Lewis's, and it's just a different time. Them guys had 140 fights before they lost. 200 fights all in all. It's just not those times anymore. And in a way we can't have it as those times anymore because a lot of fighters lost their lives, a lot of fighters sick, a lot of fighters beat down, and their bones didn't heal great, and their rheumatoid arthritis, and you could never have a Joe Lewis or a Sugar Ray Robinson in this day and age. You just wouldn't be able to do those fights. It wouldn't even get signed off. You're fighting 60 rounds until you get beat down, or you're
that's a
fighting
lot.
until the guy loses or one of you loses. You couldn't do that. That's
That's a lot.
so much brain damage. So we can't
Yep.
compare. Those eras made you tough. We get it. Those eras made you tough, but with the modern era, you got to look out for the fighter that you guys unfortunately didn't get looked out for. Unfortunately,
Because Chan,
you lot
because Chan,
paved the way. You
yeah.
lot paved the way for these fighters to get looked out for, and unfortunately, you guys should have got looked out for, and you didn't get looked out for. So those are the differences where this era are getting looked out for. You guys had to go through a lot of adversity, unfortunately. Don Kings, yeah,
No, I'm
just
cool
just
with
the
him now. It's
the
over.
bus the business aspects of all, the Bob Arums, even, just everything. Like it's just totally different. Medical. Like you don't have. I think you guys still don't have oxygen and paramedics at ringside because you guys say oxygen is a risk of blowing up, which is crazy because in the UK you have to have oxygen at ringside, meaning the oxygen tank, you have to have it on standby. But I think you
Just
don't.
in case. Just in case
Yeah,
what?
just in case, because in case a fight has a brain aneurysm, they
Oh,
gotta have, the lack of, because that changed when it was the Eubank and the Michael Watts and the Gerald
okay.
McClellan. You needed those, and that's what changed our laws here. That you had to have all of those things in place because that could save a life. If you ain't got no oxygen to the brain and you're having a brain aneurysm and you're waiting now to get in the get the ambulance to come, and yeah, you're already done by then, man. You're already done by then. So yeah, so there's pros and cons of being in different eras, is what I'm saying is. So if we could just like judge the fighters in this era, they're never going to compare to the fighters in other eras. So it's not really fair on the fighter because they still go through
Right.
meticulous camps. They still put their blood, sweat, and tears. They still leave their families and go away for camp. They still have loads of injuries. They still pee blood 2 weeks after the fight, So we got to give them their credit in this era, is all I'd like to do as well. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chan, you made actually you made some interesting points because back then, like, not only was everybody going like 60 rounds plus, like he
Hmm.
had guys like Sugar Ray Robinson, like he when he suffered his first loss to Jake LaMotta,
Yep.
he was a welterweight fighting Jake LaMotta,
Yeah.
who was a middleweight.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big reason of probably why he lost. I mean, he beat him once before, but
Yeah.
that's to say, like, who takes, he was taking on a guy, 2 weight classes above him right then. So he was 140. He was a welterweight fighting him who was a middleweight, and like
Right.
that stuff would be unheard of
I'm
today. Nobody
getting
would dare
beat
do something
down.
like that. Yeah,
That's
Nobody's.
true.
yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yup.
And also like the guy that honestly a lot of people say that Sugar Ray Leonard himself avoided, Charlie Burley, who was a member of the Murderers Row. He was this guy. He was so ducked and avoided that like he was a welterweight fighting light heavyweights and holding his own against these
Yeah.
the light heavies.
Who was
like
that,
literally.
AJ? Who
Yeah,
was
Charlie
that?
Burley. Charlie,
Yeah.
boxing named Charlie Burley, yeah. And it's believed that Sugar Ray Robinson even wanted no parts of that guy.
Yeah. It's just different. Yeah, it's totally
I
different.
mean,
But
because Chan, like I've seen the footage. I've seen the footage, and like Charlie Burley is actually holding his own with this light and hurting him,
who
literally.
did I see that was doing that? That was the 175 pounder. But he was like 5'6", but he fought in the heavyweights. Who was that? Oh God, like
heavyweights
fighter. And he this
from
was like,
America,
yeah, from America, but this was just like a few years. This was like
not the white Muhammad
it,
Quarry.
yeah, him.
Was it
Yeah.
him? It was him.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
man, I sparred with him. That boy was he passed away a couple
Yeah,
of
I know, like
months
a
yeah.
ago.
few
Yo,
weeks
R.I.P. I
back.
know.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
Yep.
sparred
RIP.
with him. He was rough.
ATC.
He was rough. I
I bet he
sparred with
Yeah,
was.
Saad Muhammad. I sparred with Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. I sparred
yeah.
with a lot
That
of different guys. He was
that
rough.
fight was, yeah. Like, listen, that guy was phenomenal, though.
The last time I seen him
Phenomenal.
though, he wouldn't, when you speak, he would just stare at you. I felt really bad. And that was that was before,
Oh,
yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. He
so
was
so he was,
he would
so
look,
he couldn't speak.
yeah, he wouldn't speak. And my
The
brother
neurological damage.
Marvin Frazier is almost like that. Joe Frazier's son.
What?
Real nice brother too. That's oh yeah.
What is he punched down like that as well?
No, last time I seen him, we was at Jackie Frazier's. We was at a event that she put up, and he was just sitting there staring.
Oh wow.
I
Really?
lost to him in the
I didn't even
amateurs.
think he took that much punishment. I mean, like, wow, okay.
You lost
Because
him?
he is.
I lost to
Yeah.
I mean,
him.
because
I
he
lost to
got. I
him
mean,
in the
he got. I mean,
amateurs.
he got demolished from by Larry Holmes and Mike Tyson. But I didn't think he took a lot of
Yeah,
punishment in his pro career. I mean, so that's a shock
Yeah.
to me. I mean, because he didn't have a lot of fights.
Only
well,
takes one fight to get some neurological damage. One
Oh
punch.
wow.
I
Okay.
watched
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
history of it. One
well,
Mm.
punch and
well,
and
I
and your
put the
brains.
gloves on. Well, I put the gloves on. Maybe you would say in September for the first time in my life, and I'm fighting Marvis Frazier, who'd been fighting for a long time. 3 months later, I lost a decision to him. But when I turned pro, I know that none of them didn't want to come nowhere near me. He was a nice
Mm.
guy too. He tried to.
Yeah.
They had him fighting like Joe, and I think he should have fought a different way.
Oh, Oh, you fought Marvis in the amateurs and
Yeah, well, I
Yeah, he
just
said in
started.
amateurs.
I just started training, and then 3 months later, I'm fighting Joe Frazier's son,
Wow.
and
Okay.
I lost a decision. It was a
This
close
guy,
fight. Yeah.
this guy,
Mm.
Yoda Art said, "Champ, did you spar? Have you ever sparred James Scott?"
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
Oh wait a minute. He must know. I'm gonna tell you what happened real quick. Yeah, I
Okay.
sparred
Yeah,
James
yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sparred James Scott. So real quick, we was down up in we was at the prison. We had to go to he was in prison. So we went into the prison to spar with him. So James Scott was in the ring. He said, yeah. He said, if you knock me down, I'll give you $300 or something like that, right? And he was talking to my trainer. He was like walking around. This guy was strong too. So my trainer told me how to put him on the canvas. He said, you put me on the canvas, it was $300 or $400, right? So my trainer told me, yeah, Tim, when you get in close, put your feet on the back of his feet and then push him and pull his feet back. I'm gonna tell you, we was in a prison. There was about 300 guys, a big prison right there. When he hit the canvas, everybody stopped. Everybody, I pulled him with my leg and pushed him, and he went down. And he was got a motherfucker. He was cussing everything, right? And the whole prison. And I was like, "Where my money?" He said, "No, you cheated. You cheated." Yep. I want to tell you that story. Yep, James Scott. That boy go punch, and he kept coming. Y'all remember
So,
him? Do you
no,
I
remember
remember
him?
James Scott. Oh, yeah, I remember
I
James
have
Scott.
to
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
his fights. No,
The
James
Oh no,
Scott.
whole
Chad.
prison.
I mean, but Chan, like this guy was an inmate in the prison. He was a prison inmate, and he was a pro boxer fighting in jail, like fighting contenders
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Oh God, yeah.
I put my
Yeah.
feet behind his leg, behind his ankle, and then I pushed him, and he went down. Oh, he was
So you did.
mad. He was getting
So you
up,
didn't
cussing
get your
everybody.
three. You didn't get your money.
No,
Oh
No, I
so I
didn't pay
no.
it.
continue on sparring with him. I was continuing sparring with him, getting ready for the fight. I don't forgot who he was fighting. I sparred all of them. Eddie Mustafa, you
Yeah.
name it. You
Who
name it.
was the toughest person that in sparring that gave you a good run for your money? Was it the same guy? The who's the
My
guy you
brother
talking about?
Anthony was rough. He older than me. He was
Yeah.
14-0 with 14 straight knockouts.
Oh.
Yeah, and he lost his other fight because our management got all messed up and we had to go with somebody else. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of good hard punchers that, but Anthony could punch. I didn't want to box. He's my older brother. 14-0, 14 straight knockouts, and then he lost. He lost by this kid caught him with a left hook, and he went down and he didn't get up in time enough. Yep.
Oh
Do you
wow.
think Bud would beat Duran? Depending what weight.
Oh, that's a good
Not.
question.
Yeah, that is.
That's good. Wow.
That one's a tough
Durant
one.
was no joke, man, at lightweight and
No.
Yeah,
welterweight, man.
I would. Oh yeah,
Like,
he lightweight.
Panamanian's best. Who do you think?
I would
oh
go.
man.
I would
Depending.
go with Roberto.
You go Duran. It depending
Yeah.
what weight.
Yeah.
Because once Duran started, okay, Duran fought all the way up at 160, didn't he? He went to 160, didn't he? That was to the
Yeah.
latter end, though. He didn't look good there,
Well,
though.
just put a video up and watch both of them and just see what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
see
think it
what you.
welterweight. I think it welterweight, but would get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
at
127.
lightweight,
I
At
think
the
so.
lightweight.
at
Lightweight, no. At
lightweight,
lightweight, no. At lightweight, no.
that would have
No.
been
Not,
a
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Duran would
But
have just put
but you
paws
know
on
what?
him there,
Yeah.
man. Because he's fast.
Roberto Duran had a lot of tricks up his sleeves.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, a lot of movement, a lot of defense and stuff. You click
Yeah.
me off of the camera so I can't see you drinking wine.
Oh no
Oh,
no
there
no
you
no! We're not
go.
drinking that.
I
Sorry,
can't
I
see none
forgot
of
that.
y'all
Yeah,
anyway.
because I had it height so we could see, like we could concentrate on, and like when you're showing us the moves as
I
well.
was with Roberto. He couldn't even say my name. He would call me Poon. Poon.
Why?
Roberto. Hey,
Instead
Poon.
of yeah, for Witherspoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Poon. Because he couldn't say
he's
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon. He's still around. He's still at all the fights. Quite a
Huh?
lot of the fights. He's still around at quite a lot of all the fights. Roberto Duran, but I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure if he
know.
was. I'm not sure if he was at this one. But he's at Riyadh season fights quite a lot. I've seen
I think he was at the Usyk and
Roberto.
Fury fight, was he? He came to that one, didn't he?
Yeah, saw
Yeah,
him
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there.
He went there. Yeah,
Yeah, and I saw Mike at the fight. Mike was at this The Bud and Canelo.
That's
Yep,
like
he
Joe
was there.
Frazier. That's like Joe Frazier, right? I was going to Joe Frazier's train all the time, and I thought I was special, right? He used to call me Wood'a. Y'all know when
Yeah.
people on the lab. He used to call me Wood'a, and I come, hey Wood'a, come on over here, do it. And he showed me how to throw a left. My trainer let him. He showed me how to throw a left. He would say, Wood'a. Yeah, right. So I go to England every day. I go in the gym. Hey, Wood'a, come on over here, come over, do this, right? So
Yeah.
I goes over England, and his agent is over there. Y'all gonna probably laugh. So I'm over there with him, and he said, "Yeah, man, Joe talk about you a lot, man. You all right?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." I thought that was special. I said, "Yeah." He called me Wood'a. He called me Wood'a. As the guy stopped, he said, "Oh, he called you Wood'a?" He said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "Yeah, I guess." You know what? He said, "You know what?
Witherspoon.
I know why he called you. I know why he called you Wood'a, because he can't say Witherspoon." Everybody started laughing.
Wood'a. Yeah. Is
Wood'a.
that?
No, he said
Yeah.
Wood'a.
Wood'a. Yeah. Instead of Witherspoon.
But there
Wood'a.
was a lot of people around me. He said, "Yeah, he called you Wood'a because you can't say Witherspoon." And I thought that was special, and kind of like he called me Wood'a. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
Joe.
your own little nickname. That's that's a
Yeah,
unique one that nobody else could
but
call you that.
his lawyer attorney said he can't say Witherspoon. I was
Yeah.
like,
So
oh
that's
man.
yeah,
I
but
wonder who that
that's a cool still nickname. Tim Witherspoon.
Wood'a. He called me Wood'a.
Woulda. Yeah,
I
that's
thought that was special.
It's
I
got a
thought that
nice
was
ring to it. I
special.
like it.
yeah, I like it. You could have
What,
kept
Wood'a?
it. Yeah. Why not? You could have kept it.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
Yeah. Canelo. So and lastly, where would you say that Canelo, I want to ask the whole panel and whoever wants to start off, where does Canelo go and what does Bud do next? Go ahead, Tim. What do you think?
Okay. I
Yeah.
think Canelo got to have a couple more fights. I think he should hang it up after them. There's a lot of young talent coming up. And Bud, he just need to keep going, keep doing what he's doing until there's somebody that could to take that title from him. There's got to be somebody strong, somebody throwing a lot of punches, somebody could take a punch, and somebody that got a good defense. I believe if somebody put that pressure on Bud, because when I watched him real quick, he wasn't catching shots. This is twice. I seen the guy throwing more, even though the guy lost, he was throwing multiple punch, and Bud didn't know how to I'm like, boom. Or I'm like, boom. But Bud was
That's
like
a way
this.
to beat him, basically. You're saying
Yeah,
that's the way that somebody
yeah.
could beat him.
I don't think that he'll lose, but if somebody come up that can do that, then he's gonna be in a little trouble, I think. Other than that, I think he's gonna continue on doing what he's doing.
Okie dokes.
That's my opinion.
Interesting. Yes, and your opinion we love. That's why we love you on the shows. So now we're gonna go with Eduardo. Eduardo, your opinion. What? Give us the rundown. What do you think?
Eduardo, is he Latino?
No, I just say that his name's
Oh,
Edward.
girl, go ahead. All right, I'm
His name's
sorry.
Edward.
I'm sorry.
His name's Edward, but I'd say Eduardo for the Spanish version.
Okay.
Oh, what was the question? My bad.
The what does Canelo do moving forward, or Bud? What would you think?
Oh well, I mean, if Canelo, it just depends on how many fights he has left. But Canelo needs to go ahead and fight Benavidez. Like, it's time to pass the torch and give the man his opportunity.
Okay.
Like, I want to go ahead. Like I said, to be honest, if you guys think about every lineage of great Mexican fighters, they've eventually done this. Julio Cesar Chavez did it for De La Hoya. You know, it's just, you got to pass that mantle, and I think he needs to go ahead and fight Benavidez, win, lose, or draw, and get that up out of there and see what and go from there. But that just depends on how many fights he got left. I mean, I don't know if Bud's going to stay at 168 or if he's going to vacate. I really don't think Bud's going to fight anymore. I think he's probably done.
I think he should continue on because you know, he hasn't been really hurt. He hasn't been really hurt or anything. And how old is he?
He's 38. That's the problem.
38 now. 38.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been fighting for 20 years now. So that's the issue.
20 years?
I don't know how long Bud's been around for.
He turned pro in 2008. So
okay.
So like 17 years, give or take, something like that. So
it's been a long time. He's been boxing for a long time.
I didn't know that. Wow.
So like, you got to think at this point, because that's the funny part. He's older than Canelo. So here's the thing about it. You got to think at this point, does he eventually keep rolling the dice and he loses a fight not because somebody's better than him?
Okay. Okay.
I mean, 38 years old, still has all his senses about him. He's made big bank. Maybe a Canelo rematch if they offer him that to make more bank, because I think it'll be easy work. But outside of that, everybody else that's available is not going to bring any significant money for him to take it. I mean, at 38, I mean, you name the fighter that he should fight that's going to bring it back that's worth him sticking around. He's not going to go back to fighting for $2 million. I mean, that's crazy. So I don't see what else outside of a Canelo rematch at that age.
Right.
I think it's time to just go ahead and sit down. Because you got, champ, that there's people that pushed at that age and regretted it for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because you get hit upside the head one time wrong and it's curtains.
yeah, especially with them big, even though like I say, but those are big dudes and they hit. And so it's just like you starting to play with fire. So yeah, I think Bud should go ahead and retire. I see a few gimmick fights trying to pop up, but they're playing. They're just trying. I think that dude that they were talking about, the MMA fire, is clout chasing. Like, dude, nobody even heard of you till you start mentioning Bud. Like, how you clout chase? Like, everybody was shitting on Bud, trying to treat him like the black sheep, and now y'all clout chasing him. It's
welcome to that. Welcome to boxing. Yeah.
Tables are turned out here. So yeah, like I said, Canelo, if he continues to fight, maybe get a little. Be honest, like if Canelo fought Benavidez in Mexico City, man, they would have to build a new stadium. They could literally have 200,000 people. I mean, I know I'm exaggerating, but you know how many people would show up for that fight, and that's his his ending fight, passing the torch.
That'd be wicked. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Crazy. You seen how crazy it was with just Ryder there, and he's a guy from overseas. You bring Benavidez and him there, oh my goodness.
It was crazy even when Bivol was there.
That's what I'm saying. You have Benavidez and Canelo in a fight in Mexico. I don't care where it's at. Mexico City, probably most likely. You'll have the president come out. She'll be there. It'll be crazy. I mean, and he'll make a huge bag. So. And Netflix will put it on there because they'll love to have the audience there because, they like to have variety content.
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, that would be that. Yeah, come on, Canelo. Time to pass the ball. AJLD, your breakdown. What do you think?
Yes. Well, as far as Canelo goes, I'm not mad at the Benavidez fight. Part of me wishes he just would have got that over with a long time ago, because I think it was a winnable fight for him if he would have fought him, way back when he was on a super middleweight run.
Okay.
But now that he's lost, he could move up to 175 and challenge him for his titles. That's not a bad idea. The fight would be easy to make if he showed interest in it. But Benavidez has got Anthony Yarde problems, which I think he's going to take care of. So he has to deal with that first. But I think honestly, Canelo should maybe try to get two more, maybe another one or two, and probably hang him up, or he could just retire now. It's up to him. I really don't care what he does next, to be honest. I think his legacy is pretty much cemented. Like to quote Bomac, that's what he said. As far as Bud goes, he teased the move down to middleweight, but I don't really see. There's not really that too many appealing matchups down there for him. I mean, all the champions are not really big names or well known to casuals. Then I think he wins all those fights, by the way. And considered how he just handled Canelo with ease. So
Yeah.
So it's up to him. But so he teased the move down there. But like I said, I'm not sure how much money he make from those fights.
You could just hang him up in it.
And I think honestly he should just give Canelo a rematch and just beat him again for more money.
Just beat him again for more money.
And if he doesn't want to do that, then retire. That's what I think. That's correct.
Yeah. If he wants to be a 6th division champ, you can go 160. Watch a lot of those lads there, and you can even argue, you can make the case that he could be 4 division fucking undisputed in the 4-belt era. Would be wild. Nobody's catching that.
Yeah. When I was fighting, anybody in the top 12 could take that title from you. Now it's maybe like the first, maybe 2 or 3. But when I was fighting, and mostly all the divisions, everybody knew from 1 to 10, they knew their names. Now
you know why? Because there was less belts. You was in, what was
Yes.
you
No,
in?
there
A
was no. It
three,
was the IBF, WBC, WBA,
three, using
the
the
main
what?
belts. They're the main belts.
Three,
That
yeah, but
was.
it's a three belt era. Remember, we're in the 4 belt era. Plus, we have interim titles.
But
We have interim titles as
they don't
well.
think that much about that third belt. So with them first two, the WBA, WBC, and the IBF, the first three. But then them other ones, I think they pay you less money with them fourth that one
No,
year. Don't
no. So we have the WBC, the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA. They're all four major belts.
right. Well, the
So
WBO
you've got
came after the WBA.
yeah,
Correct. Yeah, 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 yeah.
that came,
The
got
the
established
WBO wasn't legitimized
2004.
until like 2007,
2000.
I want to say,
No,
or two,
no, it was 2004, but it came before that,
four.
but
Okay.
it got legitimized about 2004. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is it's still those four belts are not the only thing that are at play now in this era. You've got interim titles, you've got there's so many, you've got the golds, you've got
The
silver,
silver, the
WBC
silver.
silver, WBC
That's right.
diamond, you've got the Reggie belt, WBA regular belt. It's totally different from
They're just making
your
money.
era.
That's all. They making
Yeah, we
money.
know.
To
Yeah,
promote.
they're trash.
Listen, Dang,
God, gotta be like Riddick Bowe, man. He just threw that belt in the trash. You like, yeah, get the hell
oh,
out of here with that WBC. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
see,
get that
what
belt
I don't,
out
what, I mean,
of
see, what I
here.
don't like about this, I mean, this channel,
Can
all
I
the
just
extra
say
titles you mentioned.
my quick
Yeah,
opinion? I think that
good.
just before you go, AJ, that Bud, I mean, if you want to do legacy and you've got all the money that you could just move down to 160, maybe fight, just get one belt there and then retire. I'm happy to see Bud retire if he just wants to, because at any time Bud's been undisputed, he's never defended the undisputed titles. He's just vacated them and moved up, vacated, moved up. So I don't really expect anything different, to be honest. I don't expect him obviously to stay at 168. I think he's already said he's not going to do that, and he said he could go down to 160. But I mean, why let Father Time beat you? In the end, you may as well just. I think he's elite than all of those fighters at 160 and even at 168. But I mean, you did everything kind of, haven't you? To be honest, what? Why stay around? And Canelo, he's been a great champion. Just hang him up because Canelo's had 67 fights or whatever, man. He's had,
whoa.
yeah, he's younger than Bud and had 67 fights. Bud's 42-0. Canelo's like 60. What is he? 61
Gotta give
and
Bud that respect.
3,
Boy. You gotta give him that
65 and
respect.
3 or something. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So Canelo's got a lot of miles on the clock. But he said he still wants to fight. So if he still wants to fight, I'm still going to watch Canelo. If he still wants to fight, I'm still going to watch. But it's going to have to be some meaningful ones. It would be nice. Maybe if Benavidez makes it 168. I don't have Canelo faring well against David Benavidez like I would have if it was the Billy Joe Saunders run. Um, I think David Benavidez would steamroll Canelo now just because of the youth, the stamina. Not that he's like an exceptional boxer, but it's just the style. It's just the style for Canelo at this stage, and he's like, well, but you never know, because they're both going to come barreling forward. I mean, Canelo's the better boxer, but Father Time is undefeated. When you've got a 20-something-year-old lad that's just gets better as the rounds go, and yeah, I don't know if that's going to fare well for Canelo, but like KOK said, man, you just have to pass the torch, man. It's not all the time. As long as you take the fight through, you respect that you take the fight, win, lose or draw. That's you know what I mean. That's all we
Might
care
get hit
about.
with a punch that might make him not walk. You got to think
Yeah,
about that. You might get hit with a one punch, and that's all it take.
but I mean, well then hang them up then.
No, when
Both
he
of them,
won't,
both of them just
he could
hang them up.
damage something. He could damage something.
Yeah, I think that if Crawford vacates his belts, Canelo could just pick up the belts again anyway. I think.
Or let
Well, but
somebody
then he'd
new
have to
come
fight
in.
M. Billy and all of that, and those
Let
fights are
somebody new
risky.
come in and
Yeah,
yeah.
let some fresh air come in because he has held up the fucking division for like the past 5-6 years anyway. Canelo, let's just have it.
Oh,
Let's
you
just pause.
swear just yeah. You
I
just
know. Sorry, I
no.
know.
This is your show, girl.
Yeah, I know. I know. Usually, that was the first swear word of the day, so I'm doing quite well. Usually on my show, it's a
You
lot of
know
f
they don't
bombs.
like to hear cuss words.
Usually, that's all they get. Tim, usually that's all they get in this show. I'll throw them in the trash afterwards. But nah.
Well, I
But
like
yeah.
all that stuff you do. That's cool.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
I
All these
forgot
clips.
about that. You
You
do
forgot
something.
about my clips. You forgot about my
Yeah.
clips, champ. Come on, man. You have to remember the clip show. This is the clip show. But yeah, I don't mind, champ, to see both of them hang them up.
Yeah.
If they want to do a rematch, like you guys have said, I'm cool to see a rematch. I would have it going even worse for Canelo in a rematch, round 13, 14, and 15. You may see Canelo on that canvas, and a lot of people, oh, Canelo. Remember when they said that Errol Spence couldn't touch the canvas, and I was like, he's going to be on that canvas once or twice before he
Yeah,
loses.
right.
Oh, he's never been on the canvas. He's too big. He's too strong. I said, there's always a first time for everything. Your chin stays until your chin leaves the Buddhism. That's what happens. The chin goes out eventually.
Because Tim, me and Chad have had our encounters with a lot of how can I say this? Earl
Fanboys,
sexuals.
aerosexuals,
That's what we
yeah,
like to call them.
What's
yeah.
And
that?
The Errol
just
Spence fanboys,
extreme
aerosexuals,
fanboys, pretty much.
the
They
extreme
just love
fanboys.
Earl. They'll diss anybody who criticizes him. They diss Bud,
Oh,
all
okay.
this kind of
Okay.
Yeah,
stuff. You're like these kind of guys. And like they
Yeah.
were talking as like if Bud had no chance, literally. Like just Spence was gonna go out there and just demolish him. And
steamrolling.
I'm like, oh, we were just laughing, like,
And
okay. Wait
wait,
till the
No
next
yeah,
fight.
defense. Spence didn't have no defense.
yeah, because
Thank you,
remember, he's a
thank you.
pressure fighter. He just comes barreling forward as well.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
his hands didn't.
it literally took Bud one round to figure him out. Literally, that's it.
Yeah. And everyone's like,
That's
he's
all.
never been on the canvas before. I was like, well, he will this time. There's a first time for everything. So I say that to say this, that Canelo, there's a first time we saw him get rocked to his core. You saw his jaw twist all the way round and twist him from the waist. When he looked, and then he looked at Bud like, is that the power you're coming with? Okay, so it wouldn't fair if they both want a nice bit of money, just do the rematch and keep it pushing, do the rematch and then both of them hang them up. Canelo, if you want to still fight, cool. Bud, if you want to still fight, cool. I think it's more likelihood that you'll see Canelo fight than Bud, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
shouts out to the two of them. It was a great fight.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker. Payday. You want payday? I know that.
So yeah, we're at the end of the show, champ. You lasted an hour and 37 minutes. Thank you so
Yeah.
much
No,
because
just because everybody was really doing really. 'Cause I did
yeah,
had to
just
do
wrapping it
something.
up.
It was real. I
Yeah,
really
Yeah.
appreciate being on the show with you guys.
yeah. Thank you.
I'm a little rusty, but
No, you're
I'm gonna get
fine.
That's it. Be good,
okay.
man. Good
All
You
having you
right.
on,
fine. We
sir.
always love you on
Always,
the show, man. You're always
always.
Thank you.
welcome to come and chop it
Thank
up with
you.
us. So tell Shania I said, what up, Del Shania? And yeah, what
She
up,
said,
what up, Del Shania, my
He said,
Tottenham
East
girl.
Side.
Yeah, Tottenham in the Buddhism. So tell her I said, what up,
Oh
Del?
yeah,
And
that's right. She's from Tottenham.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, see you, London girl. So
Yep.
shouts out to her. Shouts out to you, champ. Thank you
Thank you. I
for
love you
coming
guys,
through.
man.
We love
Thanks
you
for being on the
too.
show.
Salute,
Thank
Tim.
you.
Always a
Salute,
pleasure, man.
Tim.
Spread the love, man, because this
We
world is
do.
so bad. It's so
Yeah,
bad.
right.
Everybody's shooting, they fighting.
Yeah.
They got people out there not really on the government
Respecting
over
life.
here doing stuff right.
Yeah. It's
Yo,
going a
man.
bit crazy there, I
Yeah,
know. So
yeah.
everybody just protect your neck. Yeah, yeah. Protect your neck. Yeah, that's what you
Okay.
gotta do. Thanks,
We
Ted.
all right.
Thanks, champ.
See you
Take
guys on
care.
the next one.
Peace
Bye
out.
bye.
All
Salute,
right.
Tim.
See
Bye.
you.
Later, man.
Bye.
All right, later. Let's see
Later.
how we can get out of here. How can I
Oh
get
yeah,
out?
I can help you. You want me to help you?
Oh,
There you go. I got it. There you go, Tim, and then you just press the leave button. That is terrible, Tim Witherspoon, legend in the Buddhism, the former two-time heavyweight champ of the world. It's so nice speaking to someone from the era of like Ali and that because we don't get that anymore because unfortunately none of those fighters are either sound of mind or are around. So we give a round of applause to terrible Tim Witherspoon. Where we at? I have to remind everyone where before we wrapping it up, we at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity, what? Shiggity. Buddhism. So yeah, so guys, what I will do an on-camera show, but the powers of be didn't let it be because people
So
that know
appreciate it.
know.
It's all good.
Yeah, so in sufferation mode at the minute, but I actually felt very good doing it like this. So I want to thank 𝐾𝐿 and AJ, and obviously the champ, because you give me a bit of adrenaline and it knocks out the pain. So I thank you so much for that, for coming through as well. And
You're welcome.
yeah, so I will do a camera show because I wanted to do the desecration show. Like, but we got champ on, so we hear different angles of stuff. So it's I didn't want to take it into like straight desecration. I'm gonna do the desecration shit of addressing of all the bullshit that people are saying about the Terence Crawford, what he should do. Canelo was on the slide. I'm gonna address all these points, but we had the champ on, so we take it a different angle and we listen to what the champ says because the class is in session. You may agree, you may not agree, but I like listening to old school fighters, legends of the game, and commenting on what's going on now. But the desecration zone live stream, Sham will be in the Buddhism. She'll be in the camera, right? Yeah, because we got to address a couple of things that I've been seeing in these YouTube streets. Yeah, so I respect my elders. I had to just keep it calm, keep it cordial. So guys, do make sure you tap in when you see me post up what the next show is going to be. Literally in a couple of days or something, I'll do it. Well, what fights do we have on in Saturday, AJ? Do
Stand
we?
by. Give me one
Yeah,
second. See here.
because
By the way,
but
Chad,
yeah,
could I add just a couple things?
yes, you can indeed.
Yeah, yeah. I just stop. I just want Boots Ennis to stop being mentioned in the conversation that Crawford needs to fight him next.
Yeah,
No, he does not.
he's getting it as
No,
well. Like and the show, yeah, he needs
no, he
to
does
get.
not. All I
Yeah,
gotta say is Boots had his chance at welterweight and he didn't take it. So
no,
let's
he
leave it
didn't.
alone now, please. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
at
Please get
154.
the fuck
He
out of
already said
here,
he's not
man.
coming
It's
back
my
down.
night.
The second thing is how you mentioned about interim titles and stuff.
yeah,
Like a perfect
yeah.
example of this, and I just want fighters to take notes. Start taking more initiative if you want your title shot. Don't hold on to an interim title for more than a year, i.e., Virgil Ortiz, and do nothing
Oh
with it
God,
because now he's in the back and forth with Xander Zayas, and he's trying
I
to
know,
disparage Xander Zayas. And
I
it's well,
know.
okay, well,
It's
like
pathetic,
what you say may be true. You may have the better, but bottom line is he's a champion now, and you're not,
and
and you've
you're
been a pro
not.
for much longer than him. You never even challenged for a title of 147. So
Yeah, just get out of there as well. Yeah, just
yeah, yeah. So I
fair.
either fight for a title or don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Get out of town. I've been seeing all of that shit, and I'm just like, oh, still they're still doing that. But yeah, I want to cover these things. I also maybe will just do a Twitter space as well. I was supposed to do one, guys, and I did, but I had the flu, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
tomorrow. The flu was still beating me up, but flu gone, something else back. But
But
yeah,
yeah, we got two cards on Saturday. We got card in
what we
Sheffield
got?
on the zone.
What we got?
Ben Crocker versus Sean McCone. It's out in Sheffield, England. Not
Oh,
sure if
McCone
Matchroom
was
is
the
doing
one
this.
that
Yeah.
basically got robbed
Oh, yeah,
against.
is he the one who beat Jose, who beat what's his name?
Barroso,
Barboza? Yeah, 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 yeah,
Barbosa,
yeah.
Arnold
That was
Barbosa.
criminal.
Yeah.
That was criminal. He hell of won that
Oh
fight.
man, but then he went
Yeah.
on to have a win. He's coming off a win though. I
Okay,
think.
good, sweet.
McCollum,
All right,
yeah,
cool. Yeah, I might
yeah.
tune in to watch that then in that
I
case.
think
Okay.
he stopped. I think he stopped the dude, the last
Oh,
dude that
wow,
he
okay.
fought. Yeah,
Nice.
he's coming off a
Okay,
win.
cool.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
yeah,
So
second
I'll watch
card we
him.
got I
Mhm.
think it's the second card is a MVP card. I think we got 𝐶𝐿 versus Kudos.
Oh, okay.
That's a
Yeah.
headliner and a bunch of other cards on the I don't recognize any of the fighters though, but yeah,
Oh,
I think it's
okay. Yeah.
MVP card out in Canada. So yeah. So
Boots fit versus Lime. Oh yeah, Ricky. Hey, Ricky. Boots
is that
versus
this weekend?
Lima. Is that this weekend, Ricky?
No, it's October 11th. I just checked. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Couple weeks, I
we
think.
got
Couple
him.
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lima
Yeah.
beans, lima beans. Ah, yeah, because we don't know who this dude is. And Eddie's gonna try
Yeah,
and send
catch
it
the
to us.
highlights. I'll catch the highlights. I'm not interested.
Staying
Whatever.
up. I won't be calling that live, so nobody don't expect me to be calling those damn
Yeah.
boots on that one live. Oh my God, rolling with the punches, rolling with the punches. Where have you been? Yeah, I know. I weren't coming. I weren't cammed up today, honey. Catherine the week. Where have you been? Like, let's give you a round of a fucking applause. No, I have to give my rolling with the punches a round of a fucking applause. Hey, where do we go? Where do we go, Rolling? You back? Ah, I'm so glad to see you. What did you say? Yeah. So shouts out to you, Rolling. Yeah, that's one of the original hermanos. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, he's one of my original guys that used to always. Don't you remember Rolling, AJ?
I remember rolling. Oh yeah, yes
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. So yeah, he back. Don't leave us again like that. What up? What up? BS Boo. It's two N's. CHANN. Come on now. You can see my name on the title of the show. No need to.
She's a stickler
Why?
for that, y'all.
Yeah,
Two
why do
ends.
people can't just give the two N's? I don't understand. What up, Ricky, man? See, Ricky gets it right. There's two N's. If you're gonna call me Shan, it's still CHANN. If you're gonna call me Lady Shan, it's still CHANN. I worked hard for that second N, man. I worked hard. Yeah, I mean, go. Oh, okay, what up, Golden?
Yo,
So we was,
yeah.
we was, we was. Hope you guys loved watching Terrible Tim. He always brings the great knowledge,
Tim's an awesome
and
guest, man. He
he's
really is. I
yeah,
really love
he
having him on.
makes me laugh. He's so funny. He's got such a great personality. He's hilarious. He is. He's a joy. So he's a friend of the channel. We love Tim. Tim loves us. So we'll get to see many more other bits of Tim. He'll be sorting out his channel, and he's going to be doing his content as well. So I'll keep you in the loop when Tim gets that all sorted out. And yeah, shouts out to Bruce Gas as well. He isn't here, but I just like to shout him out because he had Tim on his show, and that's how I met Tim, through Bruce. So thank you so much, Bruce. Thank you for that. Let's give Bruce a round of a motherfucking applause before we go. So, guys, I can let the lads off and shut down the shiggity show. Thank you, AJ all day. Thank you, KOK Bars, for joining me.
Thank you, Jay.
Y'all are relieved of duty.
Peace out.
Catch you
See
on the
you
flip side.
later. The flip side. Bye
Holla.
bye. King has left the booty. AJ all day has left the Buddhism. So, guys, I'm here to tell the truth, the whole truth. Oh, yeah, but you guys, please join my Discord. Please hit the like button. Please comment, share, subscribe. Don't do a bitch like that, man, because we want to be all up in the algorithm. Now that my uncle's come off, I'm swearing now. Have you noticed? I've gone back to swearing like a sailor. So hit the like button. We have the Discord. We have the membership. Oh yeah, the full Anthony Joshua interview will be coming out on members only first and foremost. We do have a Cash App. It's $ Shannaholics. Check it out. It's always on my community page. If you would like to donate, it's massively appreciated. Keep the lights on for the show. But yeah, so I'm gonna shut it down in true Lady Sham fashion. I'm here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
You obtain the truth by seeking knowledge, and knowledge is what?
Knowledge is key.
Sight for Guan, sight for Guan.
So if it Guan, not bad to say nothing because nothing not a Guan. Lock off your eyes, cause me make you come.
Them the like we wanna like them. Yeah, so some of these fanboys, oh man, these Canelites have just been getting on my last nerve. You know what? The fighter that you backed and that you chose is the greatest of all time in the four belt era. So why are you arguing with these people that are peons? Peons. The desecration show is going to be in the Buddhism anyway. When the like we we not like them and them not like we. So it's good. You stay on your side, I'll stay on mine.
Them not like me, some me not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Worst raised man, wanna inform up on Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping fly.
Somebody's duppy flies. You know, we're here to deal with stats, facts, and data. Yeah.
I have opinions just like anyone else. You got opinions. But unlike what you're doing is I bring facts, data, statistics, things you can go look up yourself.
That's right. R.I.P. the Godfather in the building. Entonces, recuérdame gente del mundo, mi gente de boxeo, estoy lista para ti, para todos, siempre, ya te sabes.
Listos para los chingazos. Listos para los chingazos.
That's right, I am that bitch, always been that bitch, always will be that bitch. I signed up for the job and I got it. I am the female Svengali. I know you hate it, but there's nothing you can do about it. Na boo boo.
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and your mic to pass. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, now let's go get Bulgari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes bugging, repel that.
Them Canelo fans be on life support, honey. You know what I mean? Take your medication. Go ahead. Just take a couple Xanax and chill the fuck out. But yeah, guys, thought I'd bring that from me to you, from you to me. I will be doing my Terence Crawford news report breakdown. I got the flu straight after the show, man. After the fight, I'm like, oh, no. So I appreciate for those that are asking, and I will be doing an official one as well. It'd be poor in the booties in the booty. There's a crazy coming over there too. No, I always keep it respectful to what I need to respect, and then but I'm just going to be calling a spade, because they like to call us a good old spade over there, don't you, Mexicanos? But anyway, I thought I'd bring it from me to you, from you to me. You dares, Rodders, you dares. Guys, it's been amazing. Thank you for rocking with me. So I shall see you soon in the next couple of days. I will be putting out my Terence Crawford report. Please look out for the full Anthony Joshua interview, which will be going out to members only first and foremost. Thank you for my members for I'm not going to do the members only roll call. I'll do that in the next one. Okay. Thank you very, very much. And I love you all. Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's Leah the Sham Rep nonetheless. Come box with Chan. Gyan. Canelo's career might have left the booties in. Gyan. Leah the Sham. Fight.